Hey, what's up, guys? I'm in the prayer tent and I'm reading my Bible, and I feel like I need to read this to you guys. So I'm on Mark 7, verse 14, and it says, "Then Jesus called to the crowd and to come and hear. All of you listen," he said, "and try to understand. You are not defiled by what you eat. You are defiled by what you say and do." Then Jesus went into a house to get away from the crowds, and his disciples asked him what he meant by the statement he had made. He said, "Don't you understand either?" He asked. "Can't you see that what you eat won't defile you? Food doesn't come in contact with your heart, but only passes through the stomach and then comes out again." By saying this, he showed that every kind of food is acceptable. Then Jesus said, he added, "It is the thought life that defiles you. For from within, out of a person's heart, come evil thoughts, sexual immorality, theft, murder, adultery, greed, wickedness, deceit, eagerness for lustful pleasure, envy, slander, pride, and foolishness. All these vile things come from within. They are what defile you and make you unacceptable to God." So guys, what kind of thought life do you have? What are the thoughts that you think about on the daily, about people, about loved ones, about friends, about yourself, about God? This really, really matters. It was verse 20. So Mark 7, verse 20. "It is the thought life that defiles you. For from within, out of a person's heart, comes evil thoughts, sexual immorality, theft, murder, adultery, greed, wickedness, deceit, eagerness for lustful pleasure, envy, slander, pride, and foolishness. All of these vile things come from within. They are what defile you and make you unacceptable to God." So, how do we overcome these things? Well, it's like the answer would seem easy. Don't be that. Don't do that. But the biggest advice that I would ever give a person is look at Jesus, be like Jesus, strive to be like Jesus more and more every single day. There's not a single human being on this earth that could ever lead you in a better direction than Jesus himself. Jesus is perfection. And when you look at his character, you look at his heart, he wasn't greedy. He was so generous. He was so generous that he gave love to everybody, even the people who did not love him. He was so giving and caring that even people he didn't know, he would go and help them, and he would talk to the Father for them. Like the little girl who passed away I think his name was Jairus. It was the man. He had a daughter. She got very sick and she died. And he ran to Jesus and was like, "She's not doing good. Like, can you please come and try and save her?" So out of the kindness of Jesus's heart, he was like, let's go. I'll go see your little girl and see what I could do for her." And when he got there, everyone was crying and like sobbing, like, "She passed away." Everyone believed she was dead. The Father still had hope. He went to Jesus, and then Jesus, beautiful Jesus, was like, "I want to help you." That's who he was the "I want to help you because I can help you. I want to love you because I can love you. I want to lead you because I can lead you." Jesus was the most caring, beautiful, loving, genuine, generous person ever in history, ever. And you should try to be more like him every day. That's what I live by, is keep your eyes on Jesus. Don't take them off of Jesus. Don't look at the world. Don't look at the way that the world responds to things. Look at the way Jesus responds to things and how Jesus would respond to things, especially when your emotions are bubbling up and they're very loud. That's when you should immediately be like, I need to look to Jesus and not let my emotions take over, because then you're gonna get an emotional response. You're just gonna add more emotion to the fire rather than a godly response. I've heard this really wise quote that they say at my church, and that lots of people say, if you want God's results, you need to do it God's way. And looking to Jesus as the answer in how you should respond, how you should feel about people, how you should look at people, how you should look at sin, how you should process yourself and your own, nobody's perfect, but know that you can always be better than who you were yesterday. You can be better than who you were yesterday when you keep your eyes on the Lord and you're wanting to move forward in your personal growth, in your spiritual growth, and I guess just like your imprint that you want to leave on the world. It's like, I want to be remembered for, wow, Alyssa responded the way Jesus would have responded. She really looked to Jesus for everything. She really loved Jesus. Yeah, that's what I would love to leave a mark on this earth, by being Christ-like. And so you need to be conscious of your thought life. Like it says, it's the thought life that defiles you. The enemy likes to send you thoughts. He does. The devil is a liar, so he's going to send you lies, because he's not a truth teller, guys. He's a liar. Be aware of the thoughts you're having. Some of them are yours, but some of them are not. And a lot of them, personally, looking back on my past, I'm like, wow, yeah, that wasn't even me. That was something that was trying to steal my hope, was trying to steal my fire, was trying to steal the joy from my life. How would Jesus look at the world? How would Jesus look at people, especially people who didn't love him back and who showed it? How did he behave towards them? Was it vile? Was it mean? Was it ugly back? No, it wasn't. It was, Jesus was straight up like, I'm not gonna change who I am for any of y'all. I'm gonna stay Jesus because that's what y'all need. And I love that. Don't let anybody change who you are. Don't let anyone make you what you're not. Some people can definitely, take the ugly out of you, but that's if you let them. And that's if you also don't have your eyes on Jesus. And just practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect. You're not going to get it right every single time, especially if you just started following the Lord. So have grace on yourself, but put it in your heart that I want to be like the best person that ever lived on this earth, that displayed such generosity and abundance of love towards everyone and everything. Wow, there's no better anything than Jesus. So Mark chapter 7 verse 20, keep an eye on your heart, guys. It's so important. What's in your heart? Is there pain in your heart? Are there bullet holes, gaping wounds that you need healing? Because if you're hurting, you're going to hurt other people. I don't know if you've ever heard the statement, hurt people, they hurt people. That is true. I've experienced it. I've lived it. I've been there. The last thing I want to do is spread pain throughout my life to other people. I'd rather spread the healing that Jesus gave me to other people. So be careful, guys. Be conscious and aware of your heart, of your thoughts, because the enemy sure loves to just run wild with your weaknesses, right? He studies you. He does. But guess what? The enemy might study you, but God actually knows you. Call out to the Creator that really knows you, and guard your heart above all things. Above all things, guard your heart. All right, guys, I hope this helped you. God bless you, and Jesus loves you.